just like pass, and I'm just keeper jump jets, and he's like, wow, jump jets.
No, I knew I lost after you jumped at me. I was just trying to figure out a way to maybe live another turn, but it was over.
Yeah.
It was definitely over.
I thought all 3 games were really good, though. I mean, the jump jets happened game 3, but I feel like we had a really good match. I enjoyed our match very much.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun today. I mean, obviously I'm 4-0, so that's always good, but the game's a lot of fun. I like to play.
Yeah.
I usually do pretty poorly, so it's nice to be in the winner's seat for a little while.
I was actually talking during the match, talking to the viewers about how in the last KMCs, I got 1 place above you. I got 35th and you got 36th.
Yes, that was true. That was Poughkeepsie, KMC. I made some poor meta calls for my deck, and I probably made more misplays than I want to admit, but I can't really fault anybody but myself. I made the deck, I made the plays, so I didn't do too well at that event.
At that event, I was actually playing godly. I only made 1 misplay, which made me go negative instead of positive for my win-loss ratio. It was the last game, last match, round, it was like game 3, and I was playing Shining Saber Wolf.
Oh,
so
I've never played that deck. I've never played that deck.
It wasn't all too good. It's just what I had.
Jump jets.
Jump jets, that's all it is.
I think that just sums up the whole match. That sums up most of my day is jump jets.
That was a cool combo. Really good against Rush, yeah.
Obviously, shout out Rob Walensky for hooking me up with the list, sending me here. I was already a believer in jump jets, but I'm enjoying the list. Thank you, Rob. Doing you proud. Drawforturn.com.
Everybody tries to jump jets Tritonus, but
nobody wants to jump jets Tritonus.
It doesn't work as well.
So Robbie Muffin has been commenting here on Twitch. He said, "Go Muscles."
Yep. Go Muscles. Cool. Who's Muscles? Is that you?
Yeah.
Your Muscles?
That's what people call them.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah. And Cyber Scampin' Birds, dirty, filthy technicals.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. Yeah. I just wish I got Blast Force Captain off.
That would have hurt.
That would have really hurt. But you know, I just didn't draw it.
That would have made me feel very sad.
Yeah, I would have been able to kill all the Scamps and the Luxes and your Nixes.
All 3 games I felt were uphill for me. I mean, there really wasn't any point during the match until both times I got the Herald in with the Andromeda play, both games. Up to that point, I really just never felt in control of the game. I was like, I'm just trying to stay alive. I'm just trying to, if I can make it to my end game, okay, that's cool. But if I don't, then, I had a good match.
I definitely thought I had you, but that was unexpected. That was the first, like the drill storm. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Got me there.
I want to say, like, I like the concept. I like the idea behind drill storm. Obviously, it's there to kill birds and scamps, like when they already have multiple scamps and stuff like that. Because it'll kill a Lux and it'll kill any Nixes or Umbers in play, which is huge. It can kill a Scared Orbital. It's solid for 5 mana. It's a decent blast.
It's cool. I like
it's basically like my Suffocate since I don't play black.
Yeah, it really messed me up.
But
I had the Bronca.
The funny thing is, I didn't play it all day until you. It's. I mean, I hit it off a Shield Blast once and it was okay, but
it's
it
nice
was big
against
against
Rush.
you. It was
really good against Rush deck. Yeah.
Bought me probably 2 turns that game.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
I had hard cast it, but yeah, he was beating me down. Burn Claw, or it was Bronca.
Bronca and Belcher.
And Belcher, and I think you had the Burn Claw in play too, which obviously just stayed around.
Yeah.
But still, losing 1 shield versus losing 3 all day.
Yeah, it just killed me.
Yeah. So Boo says swag draw for turn shirt.
Boo wins. Thanks for the shout out, Boo.
And the stream went down for like 3 seconds, and Prince Vegeta 77 says jump jets broke the stream.
Jump jets broke the stream. Rocket Wolf.
Wolves with jetpacks.
I mean, in this case it was Rocket Herald, but I don't have much to say besides jump jets, I guess.
Yeah, we got there. That's all that matters.
It was absolutely the key card for me in this matchup. It's been a pretty strong card for me all day.
Jump jets for the win.
Jump jets for the win.
Yeah, I didn't think jump jets was good until today, and it did work.
All right, so
Alex knows.
Yeah, Alex knows.
I got him with jump jets round 3 in Connecticut too. Jump jets and Starseed Squadron.
Yeah,
that was cool though.
I made a Starseed deck.
Starseed's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's play spell.
Let's be real though. Andromeda was the play upon plays. Yeah, Andromeda is always the play upon plays when you're playing against Rush. I mean,
Yeah,
if you can play an Andromeda, it's
if Andromeda was around, Rush
feels
would
good.
dominate the format, dominate everything.
I had a great match. I mean,
Yeah.
shook like 15 times,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
still,
it was
like,
fun.
wow.
Yeah,
It was-
every
had a
game
battle.
we've had on the stream so far has gone to game 3 and actually been really great matches.
That's good. That's
So-
awesome.
That's cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
And we've had nothing but positive comments so far about the stream, but if you guys want to tell us any improvements we can have, and thank you guys for coming and talking about your games.
Yeah.
Hope we can see you again more.
Maybe
Absolutely.
top 8, yeah.
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 I'm hoping to
No,
win
I mean,
next round.
I'll be
That-
there.
You're-
That was
top
round, that was just round 4. So we
Yes.
have one more round of Swiss and then top 8.
Top, yep.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm hoping to win.
I love the stir. I love coming here every time I come here, Nick.
Yeah, this is
Every
a good
time. It's a
place.
great place to play.
I wish it wasn't 2.5 hours away.
Yeah, it's about the
But,
same for me. Where are you coming from?
Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
So it's a trip.
Same distance, opposite directions.
Coming to the New York KMC, any chance?
Might. I don't
It's
know.
at my home store, so it'll be good. Good to see you again, because you're a good player. Very good player. I enjoyed our match a lot.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Alright, well, do we have to go play a match?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I assume next round is starting soon.
Probably-
Everybody was crowded around you guys, so
Probably
probably
paired
just
up.
waiting for
Bye,
you
guys. Hope to see you again.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't forget to draw for
Huh.
turn.
Yeah.
Alright, so while we're waiting for the next round to start up, I thought I'd answer a couple questions that I saw on the stream. Thank you guys for actually asking questions. You can ask on the actual twitch.tv stream, or you can tweet at Kerwin Game Store. Either way, I have it right up here. I have a laptop here, and I have a laptop here. This is capturing the stream. This one's like my messaging one. The Bomb 356 asked, were they playing downstairs? No. The way the building here is set up is we basically have two stores right next to each other that are kind of linked. Kind of like if you go to a hotel and like you have the two rooms next to each other, but you can open the door between them in case you know the people next to them. Like, it's like that. So Kerwin's Game Store is both of those. The left one is the actual store. The right one is just a whole bunch of tables, which is where everybody is playing. Then we actually have a back to that, which is just a small, kind of regular sized playing room, which is where we had the feature match going on. Then we have a basement, which is about the same size as one of those two sides of the upstairs store, which is where I currently am. So I can live commentate the feature matches while they're playing upstairs without them having to hear me talk about them. Because I could potentially see what someone's hand has, or to talk about the plays that they're making right now, and they could hear me and they could like rethink what they're doing. And I don't want to affect their games, so I'm on a completely different floor than them. They can't hear me at all. So yeah, they were in the back while the tournament's going on in like the front, and I'm in the basement. Because I'm cool like that, I guess. I don't know. And Prince Vegeta 77 did say yes, jump jets broke the stream. What happens is when we're streaming on Twitch, I don't know why, but every once in a while the stream just stops working for like 3-4 seconds, and then it has to like load again. So that's what happened. It might have been jump jets, who knows? Its power was too strong. Might be it's probably the best one drop in the game, besides Blaze Belcher. And Prince Vegeta 77 says, can you call people for slow play in Kaijudo? Yes, you can, but I don't. You would have to call the judge, and then the judge would have to watch you for a few minutes to confirm.
They're both in a win and in situation. They're table 4.
Okay.
The top 3 tables all intentionally draw.
Okay.
So they're in a win and in situation.
Okay. So it looks like round 5 is about to start. Oh, and Vu just asks, is Aiden Thorne there? Yes, he is. He was feature matched round 2. He is playing the same Blurple deck that he was playing at the Connecticut KMC. I'm just seeing your message. It just popped up now. We have a 2-minute delay server going on, just in case something really bad happened. Like there's a whole bunch of like swearing that ends up like from the guys next to me. If that so happens, I can immediately cut the stream, and it does not show up on the actual stream. Because again, 2 minutes. So I'd have 2 minutes to cut the stream before it actually shows up on there. But yes, Aiden Thorne is there. Here. So it looks like Tyler Katie and Carlos Albuquerque are playing in this feature match right now. Okay, so here is the final round of Swiss. Every single person at the top tables, except for these two, did an intentional draw. But everyone at these tables are at a in and wins, in it to win it thing. So we're just waiting for them to start playing. If anyone else is still playing in Swiss, they're just playing for fun. I believe this is table 4. Yes, this is table 4. So everybody at the top 4 tables is mostly likely making top cut. Looks like Tyler Katie is playing a deck that has it's a light, darkness, water control. And Carlos is playing, I believe, Fire Water Rush. So Carlos plays the turn 2 Cyber Scamp, and so does Tyler. There's just Cyber Scamp staring each other down. It looks like Carlos plays a Phase Scout. It is unblockable, and when it attacks, another one of your creatures becomes unblockable that turn. So it's definitely a very strong card, especially against things like Haven decks. Now Carlos, on the left here, I remember him from the Poughkeepsie, New York Kaijudo Master Challenge. I believe he made top 8 with Blurple, if I'm not mistaken. I do have a deck profile of that from that event on my channel, the Ninja Nick 333 on YouTube, if you guys are so interested. Tyler plays Piercing Judgment to bounce the Phase Scout back to Carlos's hand, and then of course tap the Cyber Scamp, although it already was tapped, so that part didn't really matter too much. Except now, since he played a spell, Cyber Scamp triggers, and he's allowed to play another Cyber Scamp directly from his deck. But Tyler also plays Screeching Scaradorable. So now he has to he gets to banish that other Cyber Scamp, which is really great. Because you don't want all those on the field sticking around. They're just going to rush right in. Looks like Screeching Scaradorable is attacking in, breaking a shield. Alright, so I just had to take a little quick break. I had to help figure out how we're going to run some side events. number of packs for doing drafts and sealed and stuff. But as you can tell, Dendrites and Lyras have been played, and the board state is now 2 blockers on Tyler's side and 2 attackers on Carlos's side. Scaradorable Bloom Hollow will not be able to kill whatever comes out, whatever attacks basically into it, but the Aqua Strider will. Now, the best part about Tyler's situation right now is he has an Andromeda, so he was able to play that and get 2 more shields. So now every time Carlos attacks, he has to tap one of his untapped creatures. So Carlos played his Emperor Dendrite, bouncing the Aqua Strider back to hand, and attacking into the blocker Scaradorable, which killed it because Dendrite is a level 5, so Scaradorable cannot block that and live. And he had to tap Aqua Seneschal for the all strike of Andromeda, but Carlos realizes that that's really game because he has no shields left, and there's that Andromeda staring him down. He couldn't win that turn, so he just scoops. So that's 1 win Tyler, 0 wins Carlos. Vu, I do not currently know Aiden Thorne's record. He's upstairs, but I can ask. Well, Boo, no one's answering the walkie-talkie right now, so I can't confirm what Aiden's record is right now, but he was doing well earlier. Prince Vegeta 77, LOL, is this mono blue featuring Heliflame? No. This is a little more than just mono blue. There is 3 Flame Vent Divers, 3 Heliflame the Assaulters, and 3 Scalding Surge. So that's all the cards that have red in them. But the rest of it kind of is mono blue. Hence why he plays the Reef Gladiator as seen here, because he could just put a multi-civilization card into mana and still have all blue mana. So it looks like Tyler has lost a shield so far. Carlos still has all of his shields. They both have Cyber Scamps, which is going to scare them away from playing spells. And Tyler also has a Aqua Strider. Heliflame is going in for a fast attack. Breaking a shield, Tyler allows it to go through, as he would just lose his blocker. He gets another shield into hand. He plays the Scaradorable Bloom Hollow, which is definitely going to give Carlos not much of a reason to play that Heliflame anymore. Looks like he has the Emperor Dendrite though, so he's allowed to bounce one creature of Tyler's, I believe one, to the hand. Ooh. and he double breaks and hits a terror pit, which kills it. That's a little sucky for Carlos. But he still has the Reef Gladiator there protecting him. And Tyler goes up and puts 2 Aqua Striders onto the board. Looks like Tyler attacked with the Scaradorable, which was blocked by the Reef Gladiator, and then attacked in with the Cyber Scamp to break 1 shield. Unfortunately, those Aqua Striders, yes, they were played this turn, but if they could attack, they are only able to attack creatures as they are skirmishers. Looks like Tyler's going all in right now. Or at least considering going all in. Yep, looks like he's attacking with Cyber Scamp. The middle shield, which is not a shield blast. Carlos could definitely use a shield blast right now. Like he's tapping 4, playing that Heal of Flame again. And he plays Ice Blade to bounce one of the blockers back to his hand. So if that is not a Shield Blast, Carlos could potentially win this turn. He's attacking with Aqua Seneschal first, drawing a card, and then Cyber Scamp for the win. So that puts it at 1-1. Again, all of our matches so far today going to Game 3. Alright, looks like we're about to start Game 3. All of our matches so far in Swiss have been going to Game 3. Now, if you guys are just joining us, this is a $1,000 Kaijudo tournament. First place gets $400 cash. Second place gets $200. Third and fourth each get $100. And fifth through 8th place get $50 cash each. My name is Nick Race, also known as the Ninja Nick 333 on YouTube. And round 5, last round of Swiss, but for top cut. Looks like Tyler went first. On turn 2, plays Aqua Strider. Definitely a good thing because Carlos could potentially start rushing in with things like Cyber Scamp, which Aqua Strider basically just eats up. Carlos just plays a Flame Vent Diver, nothing much, but Tyler plays a Scaradorable of Gloom Hollow, yet another blocker on his part. So it looks like Tyler might be set up so far. Though Carlos does play the Phase Scout. So Phase Scout next turn is unblockable. when he attacks and can make Flame Vent Diver unblockable. Oh, plays the Screeching Scaradorble, banishing the Flame Vent Diver. Attacks in with Scaradorble Gloom Hollow into the Ice Blade. Again, apparently Fire Water Rush decks are definitely making use of Ice Blade. I haven't seen it used much before, not since the rise of the Duel Masters meta. So if you guys like our stream, tell us in the comments on twitch.tv, or you can tweet at Kerwin Game Store. You can tell us what you like about the stream, what you don't like about the stream, what you think we can do better. You can basically ask whatever you want, ask questions about the games that are being feature matched. Whatever you want. You can even just comment. I've been getting a variety of different questions on here. And Carlos has played his Emperor Neuron, attacking and killing the Screeching Scaradorble. Emperor Neuron is unblockable, and whenever he attacks, Carlos gets to draw a card, making Emperor Neuron a very powerful card. It's balanced out in the fact that it is only a level 3 creature, so it can also be hit by things like Bone Blades or Ice Blade, etc. Return to Soil, even. And not just the big removal cards. Though Tyler played the Lyra, keeping the Neuron tapped down, so it cannot attack this turn. Tyler has 2 Keeper of Laws now, so Carlos is going to be very hesitant to play any spells from now on, as Tyler will be drawing 2 cards each time he plays a spell. And with that Lyra on board, it's going to be a little less likely for Carlos to be attacking in, although he's going for it anyway. And hits a Piercing Judgment. Ouch. Puts the Phase Scout back into hand and taps the Aqua Seneschal. Plays a Gloom Hollow. Now he's able to kill the Aqua Seneschal and potentially go in for game. Yeah, he goes in for game. So that's a 2-1 win for Tyler. So our Swiss matches are finally over. So after this, I'm not sure if we will be making a break for deck checking all of top 8 or not, or if we just want to take like a small break because these guys have been playing for the past 4 hours. But I will let you guys know. We will probably have one or both of these players down for a post-game interview as well. So we will be back with that.
little less sting
That's
there.
pretty good. All right, guys. So we're back, and top 8 split. So everybody got $125 value.
Yep, it's good money.
So here are our 2 jump jetters. I'm going to call you guys that from now on. I'm going to call you the jump jetters.
Okay.
I'll add it to my Twitter.
Team Jump Jets.
Jump Jets. Oh my goodness.
So Jump Jets MVP.
Yeah, it definitely got me there.
Because Harold.
That'll do it.
Sometimes with Harold, sometimes with other cards. I mean, I got there with a Keeper of Laws with Jump Jets at one point.
Well, yeah, it can't be targeted. I mean,
yep.
Come on.
My opponent had 1 shield. I think I said this earlier after the feature match that I did earlier. But my opponent had the 1 shield, and I had a guy in Keeper with Jump Jets in hand, and was just like, yeah, let's do it.
Got it.
I got there. No Storm Spark. Dodging bullets all day. Dodging the bullets. Actually, I do want to actually put one specific thing out there. I played bottles today, and I think I hit bottle 4 times all day, and it did like 2 relevant things. Never hit an Andromeda or like a big heavy drop. The only bottle hit that was big for me was I hit a Baraka on the last shield before I was going to get killed. Well, he had 3 guys and I had 3 shields, so his last attack broke my last shield, hit a bottle, hit Baraka. Next turn I untapped, played 5th mana, went Herald, swung in, dropped the Andromeda, and it was pretty much just downhill for him from there. But that was the only huge bottle hit I had all day.
I did not have any. I had a few bottle hits today. Unfortunately, none of them were insane, but I did play versus Blue-Red and was dead on board to their
Anthony?
No,
Okay.
It was
That's
Carlos versus Carlos.
So that was my feature match.
He broke my last shield, and it was bottle. And I'm like, let's see what happens. And it was a General Finbar to bounce his guy, but I know he has a Gill Flame in hand, so I'm just dead on board. So I need to draw to an Andromeda. So I play my mana. I play like a Nyx.
You hit it.
I play a guy to draw a card, like off the Nyx, and then I'm just like, attack with 1 guy, draw for Finbar. Attack with another guy, draw for Finbar. Attack with 3rd guy, draw for Finbar. Okay, Andromeda, Herald, kill your guy, play Andromeda, get 2 shields. I'm alive now. I'm just like, I'm so dead if none of these things.
I had something similar. I'm really bad with specifics, but I had a similar situation where I had Heralds in play. Actually, I had 2 Heralds in play, and he had guys out, but I had no dragons in hand.
Nope.
But I had 2 Finbars, so I'm just like, draw, hope for a dragon. And yeah, one of the Heralds got me a Lyra.
Nice.
The other one just kind of whiffed, but I had a billion guys in play with a Baraka out, so I just won. It's kind of what I just did today. I just won. A lot of jump jets, a lot of cyber scamp. Cyber scamp did a lot of work.
I saw that looked interesting.
Yeah.
My cyber scam.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, Nick cyber scams.
I let him borrow them.
Props.
And I almost forgot them. I was about to walk out the door, and I'm like, scamps! And I turned around and went back to my room.
That would have been disastrous for my day. That would have been pretty bad. Oh, okay. All right, that's good.
There's the box.
That's good. That's good to know.
Alright, yep.
I was good either way.
Good luck.
Yeah, they did a lot of work for me. What does Lucas say about Cyberscamp that people better than me haven't said endlessly since it came out? Honestly, it's the card's insane. It's
The day it was spoiled, everybody's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, everybody crapped. Shut up, phone. Everybody crapped their pants for good reason. It's a really good card. I actually had a weird situation where I had a trigger, or I could have had a trigger, and chose not to activate it, and probably won because of it.
Was it for like a herald purpose or like no?
Nope.
What was this purpose? Enlighten us.
Okay, I had a scamp in play, and I had mana to scamp, so he knew the 2 were gone.
Okay.
And I hit a PJ off of shields, breaking shields, and it took care of 2 of my guys. Whatever they were, I don't remember. It was round 1. It's I have
A
terrible
little
memory.
blur.
It's a little blurry, yeah.
5 hours ago.
So I'm left with just a scamp on board, and I choose not to activate it at that point. My reasoning behind that, as weird as it seems, and I'm probably just bad, honestly. My reasoning is that I wanted him to think that I had the 3rd scamp in hand. I wanted him to basically be like, okay, my opponent's hand is subpar, so I can play a little more loose. I wanted him to start committing guys to the board because I did have Herald plays.
How many shields did you have in play?
5. I had all 5 shields.
Okay.
Yep.
I probably wouldn't have read it as your hand's bad. I would have read it in, oh, okay, one of his shields is dead.
Yeah,
That's usually what I read into
Even
more
that
as
too.
opposed to, oh, I think they're dead.
Like, I mean, maybe it was a really clever play. Maybe I was just making a really bad decision, but it worked out really well because then later on he was forced to bone blades one of my birds to keep me off of Andromeda the following turn, and that triggered the scamp because he basically kept ignoring the scamp and dealing with everything else, and that triggered the scamp, which obviously put the scamp in play, and I went and did some Baraka shenanigans. And had enough breaks at that point. And he had a bird in play at the point when I didn't activate the scamp, so I wasn't attacking anyways. So there wasn't really any good reason.
Value to game.
Yeah, no value whatsoever. I mean, I could have walked into like a suffocate or toxic fog or something, and then just gotten blown out if I had activated there. Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure some people probably criticize me for it, and that's okay. But it won me the game. I mean, can't argue with that. It's weird. Pretty weird. I'll see what the stream viewers have to say.
Saying anything fun?
Well,
It's like you're so
E-Man's
bad at
fist
this
pumping. E-Man's fist pumping jump jets. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Go, you man.
Yeah, E-Man knows. He does. He knows jump jets. I think the whole California side of things knows. They know about jump jets.
Omar23 says need more cowbell. he's saying that because we asked if there's any feedback on the stream. And he just says needs more cowbell.
Why not? Yeah. Let's get more cowbell.
Even if you have cowbell, still need more. You need more.
There's nothing wrong with a little more cowbell. Especially if you put jump jets on the cowbell.
Oh my god.
Rocket bell. Rocket bell.
I can get
Powered werewolves with
I can just imagine a wolf in a jetpack with a cowbell around his neck.
bringing it. Those cows are dead.
I remember having a conversation on, might have been right on Dojo, might have been through private message, but I forgot exactly who I was talking to, some of like the SBK guys or whatever. And we were talking about jump jets, and I made a joke that anytime I cast jump jets, I'm just going to yell out like Rocket, whatever the card is, like Rocket Herald. I did actually call that out. I'm pretty sure I said that during the feature match. Rocket Herald. Yeah, it's just too funny. Rocket Wolf. They thought that was pretty funny. It's whatever. Jump jets. Well, I was in Scamp. Yep. Yes, even those cards were my G's. Actually, to be perfectly honest, Keeper of Laws was butt for me all day. It was a Plains all day long. I played against one deck that had a lot of spells in it, one Haven Ramp deck, and that's the one match I 2-0'd. And it went to mana against that deck too, because I opened like birds and scamps and just put guys into play and turn them sideways.
Is that versus Josh?
Yes, yeah, it was versus Josh. Although he is the one that I played jump jets on Keeper for game.
Keeper for game?
That was game. Yeah, that was how I won game 2.
Sweet little revenge.
Yeah, Keeper's butt for me all day, but it randomly won with jump jets. I think jump jets did the work, not Keeper. That's pretty good. His last card wasn't a blast, so I mean, any creature would have got me there. But I guess it's better that it was Keeper just in case.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Shameless advertise, draw for turn?
Shameless advertising, draw for turn, yes. Thank you, Aiden, for reminding me. I haven't drawn for turn yet down here.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Now he has.
No, now I have.
Now he has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're talking about jump jets,
Jump
jump
jets.
because it's jump jets.
Oh my god.
Aiden Thorne hates jump jets and doesn't think it's a real card, and will agree to disagree.
More or less than Bottle of Wishes.
Bottle of Wish is the dumbest card ever. I hate
Yeah,
that card so much.
it's definitely just.
I ran one bottle today,
playing
and it
one
won me
today.
a game.
I feel
That's
good.
so
I
stupid.
feel good that I only stole a single game of bottle today. I only hit it 4 times, and it was mostly mediocre. But the one game I stole from Chance was pretty brutal. Bottle. But other than that, yeah, I only hit bottle a few times, and it mostly did not much of anything.
I ran a single bottle
didn't
just to troll
hardcast
people,
bottle.
and then I just so happened to win because of it.
The only time I hard cast bottle was on camera when I was getting the crap beat out of me, and it was pretty much a like maybe I'll hit Andromeda and not die, and I didn't, and I died. So, yeah, Anthony kicked the crap out of me game 1. If any of you who watched the stream earlier saw that, I got destroyed. Yep, Red Evos. He got me good.
Yellow Flame's still a card.
And then
Beats Infernus.
But then I did Herald stuff and jump jets.
That'll get him dead every time.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
I
The whole
didn't.
room was cheering.
He was kind of salty in the moment where I cast the jump jets because he was like, "What is that? Oh,
What is that?
really?
Flying
like, really? Am I
werewolves.
losing the jump
Flying
jets?"
werewolves.
And I felt kind of bad because how salty he was in the moment, and I understand why he was salty in the moment. Because hey, who plays jump jets?
I would have flipped the table. I'd be
And
like,
then
no.
we'd have to reset the
So,
tree, maybe.
so I hope he doesn't watch the stream later because I neglected to mention that I top decked the Herald.
Oh, dang! Taggers.
That's brutal.
So,
I mean, I don't know if that was caught on camera. I clearly, if my hand was visible,
no hand cams.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know if I was leaned far enough for the overhead to see it, but yeah, I did not have Herald in my hand. I was holding the jump jets and a bunch of bombs, but no Herald. And then I'm like, okay, there's the Herald. And I had 2 Andromedas in hand. I was double
So
fifty. Made him feel comfortable too because I'd made it Andromeda on turn 3, and I had the other 2 in my grip. Yeah, it's dirty.
Omod23 is asking how many top 8 was from Connecticut.
Well, it's like 3 or 4, right?
4.
I don't know where Sam's from, but I know
Sam's from New York. So not Sam.
Yeah, Sam's down from the city.
You.
me,
You,
Josh,
Aiden.
Dignati. That's 3 people right there.
Chance?
Chance 4
4.
guys.
So 4.
So yeah, half the top 8 was from
Yeah, half of
Yeah.
top 8
From
is
your
from
car.
New York.
We had two from Central New York. Me and my friend Tyler got in at 7th or 8th place. I didn't see the final standings. I just saw the pairings for top 8 or whatever. We
half
had plenty.
Connecticut, half New York.
Yeah, Connecticut.
same deal.
Why not? Why not?
All right, good deal.
Yeah.
Yep. Did none of the locals make top?
Tyler came in 9th.
No,
Yeah,
Tyler
yeah,
came
I
in
know-
9th.
I know
Tyler,
Tyler-
Tyler came in 9th.
So yeah, no.
That's
no.
gonna be the worst spot too. 3 and 2, don't top.
It was,
Only
there was
one,
3 of them.
only one.
Yeah, I'm
3
saying.
gambling for 8th, 9th, not gambling, not gambling, for 7th, 8th, and 9th place. And one of them drew the short zero.
Yeah. I guess sucks for Tyler, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I keep saying that, but even though it was 2 Tylers, there was 2
Yeah.
Tylers in the mix for the cut.
Yeah.
I'm glad for my Tyler.
I'm sad for my Tyler.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I shouldn't be playing Kaijudo anymore. And I'm like, oh, stop being salty.
For my
I'd be pretty
opponent's
salty
only
if
top
I got
8.
9 seed. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially with top
I
8
would be
split.
too.
Yep.
I'd be like, I just lost $100. I'm so done with this.
Wins last round, doesn't get it.
I know. Plus, that game was taking forever, and the other guy judge called him like 3-4 times. So that would be probably why he's the saltiest.
His opponent was actually one of the people in that car. Came with us. He was pretty salty, to be honest. He wasn't salty because he lost. He was salty because he felt like he should have just lost way earlier.
Why am I not dead yet?
He came to me and he said Tyler was probably playing way too conservatively and probably could have just crushed him in 2-0 way faster than he did. And he was kind of irritated that he didn't just
You should have just started.
put him out of his misery.
Should have just
basically.
started taking minute-long turns.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Zach did mention that right before the turn before he lost, he looked at the clock and saw there was like a minute and a half, and he was very strongly considering just dirtling it out.
You should have just started taking minute turns when it was at the 5-minute mark. And you never
Just
had
because
to
he
worry.
was frustrated with the pace of the game. Like if they had drawn, neither one of them would have made it for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure Zach would have got it if he won that. He might have snuck in over Sam, but I
It
don't
depends. I beat Sam, and I beat Tyler. So
Tyler
One of them
definitely.
would've
I think
made it.
Tyler.
one of
Tyler-
them probably would have gotten it.
One of them would have made it if they drew, because there was no one else that had 7 points.
All right.
The next highest was 6, so they still would have made it. So if he did that, he could have potentially snuck in.
Yeah. I think Tyler had a little better breaks than him. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't
I'm
know.
just saying, that was his best
I don't
bet to keep the game.
So maybe he should have just dirtled it out instead of just
It's a competitive
punt-
strategy.
instead of
If you
punting
need to
it.
do it, you need to do it.
Yu-Gi-Oh players hate it, but they still do it illegally.
Players hate it too.
Every player.
Everybody hates it. Don't slow play your opponents.
It's
Don't
really
slow
dirty.
play.
It's real.
It is dirty.
If you are the last match going on in the room, and you are both in a stalemate, somebody, for dear God, just die.
I gotta say, there's a little bit of a difference between taking your like maximum allotted time in your turn when you know that it's close
getting
to game
somewhere.
and you could actually theoretically draw in. And that's a little different. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to condone intentionally slow playing. Don't slow play. People don't like that. It's bad. Don't do it.
I hate when rounds take
Okay.
50 minutes.
Yep.
Stop that. Stop going to time.
Oh, like Tom and Brian in Connecticut,
It
game
needs
one.
to stop.
At least it was
long
a top
four
cut.
match.
At least that was a top cut, so like they didn't have a time. But still, that was like an hour-long game.
All
one.
games need to be no more. Like every match should end at 30 minutes. This game's not that complex.
Tell that to Brian and Tom, I guess.
Golf for Kevin says Mark for president.
Thank you, Rob.
Also, A-Man, I think, asked twice now, top 8 decks. So Aiden played Blurple.
Blurple.
two
Jump jet dragons.
two jump jet.
I'm calling it American Idiot. Rob wanted me to call it like American Horror Story. We had a little discussion last night because it's
You're not
American.
playing black though.
The idea, well, yeah, and I lean toward American Idiot simply because it's American and you can play like a complete idiot. I didn't play like a complete idiot. I feel like I played very well all day, but I'm pretty sure I can hand this deck to a 10-year-old and have them probably do pretty solid at their locals on a regular basis. But it's just a very good deck.
Because sometimes you lose to an 8-year-old girl.
In my defense, I won that match.
In your defense, Laser Arm Dracon.
Laser Arm Dracon die?
Yeah. If anything, really, it's not me downplaying the deck or myself. It's really just a testament to how good the deck is. Rob built a very good deck, and I did a very good job of getting there with it.
There was Mono.
Confidence in self.
There was Firewater Rush, Mono Light, Haven, 2 dragons. I don't know.
Sam was
Flare
also
Bolt.
playing dragons. He was not
Another
playing
dragon.
darkness,
So
and he was
3
playing 2 tech slumbering titans.
Oh boy.
For those Esper
That's
mirrors, when
actually
you're
kinda awesome.
just like
it was whatever
scores
Tyler
you.
was playing.
Tyler's
Tyler's
playing Esper.
aggro. He
There
played
you go.
Todd Anderson's list card for card.
That
There
I
you
was
go.
gonna play today.
That was our
I was gonna
whole
play
topic.
that. I loved it.
Pretty diverse. I like it. The format's not that
Lots
bad.
of aggro decks.
Lots of aggro.
Less dragons and less Haven.
You just run Dentrate all day. I don't deal with your hair.
But the aggro decks are so beatable. I love it. It's we got a rock paper scissors kind of thing going on, but it's more like rock paper scissors and 2 things that.
Rock, paper, scissors. Foil.
It's, yeah.
Rock, paper, microwave.
Lizard Spock.
Rock
There you go.
paper scissors lizard Spock. Yes.
I just got cancer.
And now we have tier 0 jump jets.
That's it. I'm done. I'm leaving. Peace out.
Tier 0 jump jets and Aiden leaves.
I'm gonna bottle into my Andromeda and play jump jets on it.
God. That would be so dumb.
I'm not gonna lie, probably what would have been the most hilarious thing if I'd been able to pull it off would have been if I like hard cast a bird at like 7 mana and then like hard cast bottle for no reason whatsoever. Maybe I didn't have any other play and then hit jump jets. And then just like, yeah, I'm gonna attack with the birds because I can.
Bottle into jump jets too OP.
I played jump jets. I told Jonah this a little while ago. I was at 3 mana. My opponent had a Blaze Belcher tapped, and I played Lux, and then I played jump jets, and I killed his Blaze Belcher. I probably would have lost that game if I didn't do that. I won that game at 1 shield, so I'm pretty sure that play wound up being irrelevant. Jump jets. What the hell is jump jets doing in competitive decks? I don't know. I love it though. I love it. It's one of my favorite commons from Clash.
Extra speed attack.
I'm surprised people are starting to play jump jets now, but not when Clash came out.
Yeah, and it's not like we have anything really that different. The only Clash cards, or the only Shattered Alliance cards in my deck are Cyber Scamps and Varakas. And, I mean, Varakas would probably have just been Hyperspeeds prior to this set, and the Scamps probably just would have been Aqua Striders, as they were in an earlier version of the same list that I played. I believe it was Jerry Thompson.
Yep.
Yeah, Jerry played a similar list.
I was playing Jerry's list with a 5-card edition. I jumped into 45 because I wasn't sure how much control
that's what
I
I was running 45.
I added in the 3 Infernus Awakens, regardless of if your metagame is stacked with Mega Bugs, Blurple, Mono Red, Mono Light, all the decks where Infernus is good, you still need the card.
I only played 1.
Did you ever play it?
It came into play off of a Herald 1 time.
Lucky you. I got to play it off of a Herald versus Blue-Red while I was dead on board, except he could draw anything. As long as it wasn't a Gilliflame, he was just locked out because he was playing Blue-Red. So Gilliflame was his only out. But like, I definitely think you probably don't need 3 because it does make the curve a lot higher than it needs to be. But you definitely want at least 2. Certain matchups.
I guess I have no real counter to that. I mean, I can't really disagree with that. It's nothing you said was
like it basically just locks out or just makes your opponent not be able to play like any of their progressions that they want to make. So it just like
I didn't have any issues with only the single copy today, but if I had if I could find room for a second, I definitely would consider it. There's no reason not to play it, I guess. The one thing I didn't really like in the deck, in all honesty, was Bottle, because it didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
But it's an island for
necessary evil.
It's an island for Knicks. Yeah, it's an island for Knicks, and sometimes you just get a ton of dumb stuff off of it.
Yeah.
I didn't, which is fortunate for my opponents, except for the fact that I still went undefeated. But jump jets, obviously, it's better.
How to go undefeated?
How to go undefeated? Jump
Better
jets,
than Bottle of Wishes.
Better than bottle. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, and I think when they were calling out top 8 and giving out the
They're
money.
cutting me out of the camera here. It's fine.
I'm not sure where to go.
Yeah, when they were calling out the top 8 and handing out the money, they called you first.
Yeah.
Because I think you were first place.
Yeah, I was the
undefeated.
only undefeated. I was 4-0-1, so I was first in Swiss.
Look at you.
Jump jets.
My scamps put in work for you.
They actually really did a lot. They did so much.
Did you play any Dragon Mirrors?
Yes.
Okay.
Done one.
Okay.
Done one.
Any problems with like piercing, tap, herald into your scam?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does he get the run goods?
Yeah. Obviously, I mean that's constantly a threat.
Yeah.
I don't recall if I even put scams into play against them.
Okay.
I think I might have just managed them.
I'm like, if you just manage.
I mean, you have to play the birds.
Yes.
And you have to chance it with the birds, but the scamp is just kind of like, okay, well, you're not
It's
playing.
not necessary unless your
dragons. You're
opponent's
not playing a lot of
spelling
spells.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. The game 3 maybe I might have put one into play like late game just for one more guy to swim in, but
Just
yeah.
a heretic prince.
Yeah. There wasn't even heretic prince. It was just like, all right, I'm just gonna have one more break for next turn. But yeah, I did play Great Dragons round 1. Got it 3. I lost game 1. I lost game 1 almost every match. Actually, is a friend of yours. I played round 3. You said his name and I keep forgetting it. I feel like a jerk. With the Haven ramp.
Josh.
Josh. Yeah,
is
sorry.
Haven ramp.
I feel really bad. Sorry, Josh.
Aiden's friend. I have no friends here.
All right.
I'm all by myself.
Well, you know who he is, and,
Yes,
I
Josh.
played him and I forgot his name because I'm a jerk. Josh. He was the one I 2-0'd. It's the only game 1 I won all day. I lost every single die roll, and I lost almost all my game 1s. I just said screw it. I don't care. I'm gonna win games 2 and 3. Jump jets.
Me and Josh ended up going to game 3 during the tournament. I needed to draw any non-multi-civ card. He has Eternal Haven, like several blockers, 1 Andromeda, no shields. And I'm just like, I have Heretic Prince, Piercing Judgment, Stormspark Blast in hand. So all I need is any multi-civ card just to go 12 mana, Heretic, Stormspark your board, get you. And he's just like, the turn before, I like draw Piercing Judgment, so I just like play it in my mana so I can go in next turn. He's like, Crystal Memory, play another Andromeda, and I'm just dead.
I think I had a game where I had to not hit a multi-civ, but I wasn't nearly as worried about it as you seem to be because there was only 5 multi-civs in my deck.
Fair enough.
1 was in my yard, 2 were in mana, so I felt pretty good about being clean for that. And it was also a Jump Jets Herald turn.
Seems okay. Yeah, I'm only playing 9 multi-civs, but it still was just fluffy on that turn.
Rob's like, you have to play it. Sorry, Rob. I didn't want to be that guy. 7 people want to split, and I didn't want to be that guy. I'm sorry. I'm walking away plus, though, and it's with your deck, so yeah. Props, again, for like the billionth time. Rob for president. Thank you, base Rob. Draft turn? Yeah. Don't forget. Don't ever forget. I don't know, man. That's I don't think there's a whole lot more to say. I would talk a lot more about specific details in more of my matches, but I can't remember half of it. I'm pretty sure I have the Heimers. I'm going deaf and I'm losing my memory, so yeah, it's good.
I'm old.
See a couple old age.
There's a lot of them.
Little gray hairs.
A lot of gray hairs. Yeah, I know. I keep getting those.
Sweet. Deck list was posted.
Store owner Steven just says, I'll have the deck list typed and posted at some point tonight. It will be announced on Facebook and posted on our website, kerwinsgamestore.com.
They're posted on Dojo too.
Yeah.
They'll probably post a link to it on
Sweet.
Dojo.
Awesome. Hooray for my name on the internet.
Yay. It was already there, but yeah.
I guess some people know who I am. For the 3 articles I've written for DFT because I never have time to write anymore. I'm working on one. I'm working on something. I'm gonna
Now
be.
you can make a tournament report too.
I can make a tournament
Maybe.
report, except for I can't remember dick for the details, so it's gonna be a really bare bones. I played this
Bare
guy.
bones, and then you just link to your.
I played this guy, I won.
Yeah.
I played this guy, I won. I played this guy, I won.
And
I
then
played
I
jump
drew.
jets a lot.
I played jump jets. They died.
You just gotta get those Google glasses and just record all your matches.
Yeah, there you go.
Are they reflective?
Um,
Can your opponent see your hand?
Oh, maybe.
It might be.
Never mind.
Sunglasses.
Never mind.
Don't play with Google glasses unless you want your opponent to know that you're just stone cold, have nothing in your head.
Jump jets. The internet is gonna hate me now because I won't stop saying jump jets.
Jump jets.
Yeah. What else can I say? It was
I'll play it and everything with red from now on.
It was.
Don't play.
I don't know about
not
that.
advise it in mono red.
don't know
Mono red
about
probably you just get away with another speed attacker.
Don't think you need it. Yeah. Funny story.
Just
the night of Blitz list I played
From the KMC.
in the KMC. I wasn't going to be playing CVH's list because there was actually some things I personally didn't like about it. Not saying there's anything like his deck was bad, but like there were a few personal things that just didn't appeal to me. Like the quartz, he played like the one quartz.
Yeah, one of quartz.
I didn't like that. And I think he was playing 3 jump jets. And a few of the other lists I saw playing 3 jump jets.
Yeah.
I did not like that. I wanted a little more white in my deck. Wanted a little more light.
Consistency.
But I still wanted something kind of did what jump jets did, and I actually wanted playing a singleton covering fire.
Covering fire. I'm trying to think. No, what is it?
It's the 1 mana light spell. It makes one of your guys unblockable.
Okay, it's light. That's why I don't know what it is.
My reasoning was I wanted one more light card because there's a lot more light in the deck. So I wanted to make sure I had, and a lot of multi-sibs are light.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I had light cards that I could play in mana if I needed to. That I didn't want to didn't necessarily
just
have to
still-
cast later. Like I don't want to mana Magress. I want to play Magress.
Yeah.
And so there was that, and then there was the combination where in the later turns of the game, like jump jets isn't necessarily that good. I mean, with Harrow
Yeah,
it's different,
like-
but when you're playing an aggro deck, jump jets late game is like whatever. Yeah, you'll probably get a fast attacker off of it.
Yeah.
But by that time you've probably already won or already lost.
Yeah.
My reasoning was with the Haven decks around. Obviously that's a thing. Haven
You
decks
just go
and
under it.
Go under it. Now, a lot of times, what it did was functionally what you were trying to do with jump jets, was just have one more guy get through their blockers.
Yeah.
And with this case, jump jets gets one guy through your blockers, or gets through one blocker,
Yeah.
essentially by having an extra body on board. But the covering fire just flat out says, "Get in." He's getting in. Yeah. And there's definitely a lot of games that I saw myself. It didn't wind up coming up for me at the KMC, but it happened at tables around me a lot, where I saw aggro players getting the Haven decks down to 0 shields, and then just losing. Yeah, Andromeda comes out next turn, or they manage to play like an Archon or something, and I'm just like,
If you had covering fire, you just got it in.
I mean, I'm not saying, covering fire is the messiah.
Yeah, no.
I thought the one of was a good call for my deck. I didn't do that. I went 4-3 in the event, so it's not like I did amazing. But I feel like I played extremely well, and I feel like the deck I played was strong, and I didn't catch the right side of variance a little bit. Most of my losses were very close games and in 3, and most of my wins were pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
The guy who got first in Swiss was actually my first round loss.
Bill Swanson?
Yeah, Bill.
Yep.
Bill. He was really fun to play against. Mirror match.
Yep.
Funny story there. He had 6 guys in play, if I recall. He had 4 guys. Yeah, he had 4 guys in play, and I was at 5 shields.
Okay.
And I had 2 guys in play. He had 2 shields. I broke his last 2 shields, and the position I was in was, if I have no blast whatsoever, he has to have. He had no cards in hand.
He has to have it. He has to top speed.
No. He had 1 shield left, and I had 1 guy in play. That's right. Yeah, because he had no cards in hand. So he had his last shield to his hand, and then his draw, and he needed to have 2 fast attackers. And that was game 3. And he untaps, he draws, and then he plays Falcora into Flame Spinner, and I'm just like, hey, there it is, man. I shook his hand because he got me.
Yep. Yeah, Bill played one of my friends in Swiss. My friend was playing Firelight Rush that I basically built for him. And Bill was like, wow, that's like the only good list of that deck I've ever seen.
Oh, Rob's, what's the best website for Kaijudo news? I mean, is there any question? Right there.
I've only said it like 6 times already.
I'll say it 6 more times. I'll say it 400 times. Dropreturn.com.
Do it.
I had a lot of fun today.
I'm just kidding. Apple juice. You're not on.
I said it after the feature match around 4, and I'll say it again. I love this store. Kerwin's Game Store hosts awesome events. This is the first Kaijudo event I've played here, but I've played a whole buttload of Magic events and Yu-Gi-Oh events between the two games. And every time I come here, the environment is great. The owners are great. The staff is great. It's pretty cool. It's cool.
Pretty cool guy.
Tyler over there, who you can't see, is pretty cool. I just finally met him today.
Oh,
Had a lot of conversations.
Tyler came in
online.
ninth. When I finally met
I know
you,
before
it was
Tyler
just-
bubbled.
So stupid. The guy next to me. The guy next to me.
We just have audio. We can't see you.
Oh.
You should just rage and tell this story on camera.
Yeah,
Okay.
back
Scoot
to
in,
rage.
scoot in.
Alright, Tyler's gonna rage. He's gonna rage.
9th place.
Okay, so the guy next to me wins his game 2-1. I won my match 2-1. He's at table 6, I'm at table 5. His opponent decides to give it to him 2-0 and hands in the slip. So then I get 9th place because my opponent decides to give it to me 2-1 rather than just doing 2-0. So I get 9th place instead of 8th. So I get $0.00.
Yikes.
Rough.
Yeah.
I guess I can apologize on behalf of Zach because he's came with me.
No, that's alright.
He was in my car.
I was like, fine, I'm not going to be mad at you.
I don't think he liked me very much.
I got that impression too.
He was like, I don't like the way my opponent's shuffling my deck. I'm like, what the hell do you think I'm doing? I said, I'm 16 years old. I really don't care enough about card games to learn anything like that.
Shuffling your deck. You're
doing it
things
wrong.
happen.
It's card games. At least you're not on motorcycles.
And just to add in there, that opponent of mine
What do we do?
ended up
It's not
game 1. The reason I didn't win 2-0 is because last shield was bottled. He bottles into Andromeda. Andromeda sets Stormspark last, his last copy.
Oh.
And he still has like 30, 40 in deck. His deck's not even like thin at all. He has a whole bunch of cards left. Just so happened, you know.
Salt.
Yeah.
Salt in the wound.
He just didn't get too lucky. He was playing Kalima. He would have topped with Kalima.
My list was so solid too. I mean, all the right plays.
Also,
I would love to see.
my Kalimas.
Yeah, I just want to throw this out here. I don't own anything from Shadow Alliances either. I have purchased 0 product from this set. 0. None. I have like a playset of all the commons and uncommons because a friend of mine bought 2 boxes and just had them all extra and was like, here's some stuff. But I don't have anything else from that set. I had to borrow the stamps. I had to borrow the Varakas. But yeah, I'll do it again. I'm gonna keep borrowing the Varakas.
Nobody wants to spend money.
Shout outs to Rochelle, Tim's girlfriend, for loaning me the Varakas. You're awesome. And Bananas. She'll understand. Don't worry about it, guys.
Safety word.
Yes. Oh God, no. See, we can't say that because then Tim's gonna be like, "Whoa, you have a safety word with my girlfriend?" No, it's not like that, Tim.
Omad says, why is Andy darn sexy?
Good question. We'll have to ponder that, won't we? Yeah. See?
Drop return. Good question.
Yes. Yes, Andy's a sexy beast. Even though he cut his hair, and he's still a sexy beast because I guess he just does that. I can't do that. I'm not a sexy beast anymore. I'm too old and I'm too fat. Hey, when I was younger, I was a sexy beast.
Look at those jump jets.
Look at that. Yeah,
Sexy
look at
beast.
This is my sexy jets. Sexy jump jets. My fiance just sent me a text asking if I'm gonna let my stepdaughter play the deck I ran today at the KMC because I mentioned like a 10-year-old could win with it. My stepdaughter's 12 years old. She's actually the reason I got into Kaijudo. She wanted like a game to play because she knows I play the games and she was interested in like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that. And I thought those games were a little too hectic, I guess. You know, for a
There's
non-gamer.
a lot more interactions than.
Yeah, and I thought she would probably just have a hard time and get frustrated. And I wanted her to play and have fun. So the local store that I was going to had a crap load of DM boxes laying around for like 10% of what they were worth. So I just scooped up a crap load of DM just for us to play at home. And this was a couple months before they announced Kaijudo. So we have all this DM stuff sitting around my house still now, but that we never touched. But regardless, yeah, she had a blast. We played a bunch of games at home, and even my fiance played with us. And then I randomly somebody linked me. It was like, "Hey, they're bringing back DM and Kaijudo," and here we are.
Sweet.
Here we are.
You sure I'll see you later?
Sorry, E-Man, we didn't play it out. I don't know what was Sam playing?
Sam was playing Blue, White, Red Dragon Splashing Slumbering type.
Oh, I might have had a pretty good matchup there if we had played.
You probably would have.
I mean, I have jump jets, so
Yeah.
and he doesn't.
Yep. He does not. He does not.
No, I don't know. I've never played Sam. I've run into him at a couple events now, so I know
Yeah.
who he is and all that jazz.
Yep.
But I don't know how he is as a player. Obviously, he top 8'd, so he's not a crappy player. But I've never played him. I don't know how I would have done, but I think I would have probably had a little bit of an edge just on the deck matchup.
Yep.
Yeah. He's probably a better player than me, though.
Oh.
I'm a scrub. says the undefeated, but yeah, I'm a scrub.
Do what you can. Yeah, so there isn't going to be a top 8 since everybody split. Everyone got $125, which is plus 105
Cash back.
after you pay your entry fee.
Only plus 100 for me. I had to give my driver gas. $5 gas for a 2-hour trip. Yeah, I'll do that.
Sure. Any day of the week.
Yeah, all day long. All day long. I don't know. You have any? Yeah, you have any
People are
questions
just
for us?
ranting about
Do we want to
it
get? Do we want to get other people down here to talk and that are more interesting than me?
If anybody's left, I don't know, but I'll ask in this because it doesn't have the 2-minute delay.
Yeah, I guess if you or anybody in the chat has any questions, anything they want to fire at us, like if they want to call out how bad I am or something, that's pretty cool.
Shut up!
Yeah. I hate my phone. It's a piece of crap. Stupid prepaid.
I have prepaid
Hey,
too.
you
Yay, Virgin
just
Mobile.
made $100 bank. You can get a new
Still
phone.
not buying a new phone.
I make pretty good money at my 2 jobs right now, so I'm not too worried about picking up a new phone.
Not
soon.
worried about a phone.
No, not at all.
However, what did come out this weekend is Pokemon. Are you planning on playing any Pokemon?
No.
Oh, no.
I played first gen, and then I just kind of lost interest after that.
Charizard's back.
I don't care.
Oh,
never a Charizard fan. I was always a Gyarados guy.
Gyarados is back.
Magikarp
He's got a
is-
Mega Evolution.
I saw
he
that.
has wings. That dude's got wings.
No, me and my fiance, we each picked up one. She got black, I got white when those came out. We both played them obsessively for about 3 weeks and haven't touched them since. It's hard to find time, when you have work and kids.
And a life.
In a life, yeah.
See, that's the difference. I don't have a life, so I'm just going to be like playing it for like.
Well,
the next
you're still in
stream,
school. I mean, I'm a full-grown adult. I work 2 jobs and I have kids. I mean,
I'm a half-grown adult.
I haven't even before today. I hadn't even played Kaijudo since the Connecticut KMC 2 weeks ago, and before that, I hadn't played about a month. So, yeah, kudos for 0 testing and winning.
0 testing. Undefeated.
0 testing, undefeated because jump jets. The whole deck's so good. I'm probably gonna roll the jump jets joke for a little while when I get back at my locals because why not?
I'm going to run the jump joke forever because it's awesome.
It's hilarious.
It's like tiger blood. It doesn't get old.
But really, to Rob's credit, it was the whole deck. I mean, the whole deck was really good. It was a modified version of Jerry Thompson's top 8 list from the KMC he topped. But I really like the changes Rob made. Not to say anything bad about Jerry's build. Obviously, he got there top 8 of the KMC.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think going forward, I think the list Rob shipped me was a bit of an improvement. At least for my personal play style, if nothing else.
Yeah, everybody
really
plays like their own way.
Yeah.
Like I'll have all of my friend Tyler who had come back here before. He'll build me decks and he'll be like, "This is awesome," and I'm like, "I can't play this.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I can't."
I don't like decks that are really straightforward. Like this deck is, I did joke that it's kind of, a monkey could play it because you could just draw insane and just do things. But at the same time, like it feels a lot like a tempo deck in a lot of ways because I have to really pay attention to the game state all the time and know like, okay, I have all these guys but I can't attack, or I don't have many guys but I should still be attacking. And a lot of correct attacking decisions probably win a lot of games.
Make or break the game,
and it's really important with this particular list. You guys will see it when the store posts it. A lot of the things about the list is you really have to know when you're going to be done, when you're not. big deal. Anybody who hasn't read that Magic article needs to do it because it's probably the best article for any card game ever written.
That was pretty good.
Who's the beatdown? Look it up.
Flores?
Yes.
Flores wrote that one.
Yes, Flores wrote that one.
I'm like, he wrote the good one on Who's the Beatdown, and then AJ wrote the one on Pondering Brainstorm. I'm like, that one's a good article.
There's a lot of good ones. I have so many Magic articles from back in the day, from back when it was Brain Burst.
Deep Mind Probe. Don't
Deep Mind Probe.
Don't Deep Mind Probe. Put Haven on top of your deck, and then play Kaibu. And that is what Josh did, and it cost him a match. He Deep Mind Probe, drew a card, put Haven on top, put a card on bottom, and then was like, Kaibu. No! Like, just killed my Haven.
I would have, if I did that, I would probably just be like
Aiden sitting right next to him, and he's just like, you realize you just Deep Mind Probed, and was like, I know, and just got so mad.
Yeah, I want to talk about that for just a second. Aiden for driving the point home with Vu apparently is what happened between the two of them. Aiden just saying, play it. Vu played it. He won the event. And he said Deep Mind Probe did a lot of work for him. We both come from Magic, so we were both familiar with Telling Time. The card's incredible. Why wouldn't it be just as incredible in a game like this? I mean, yeah, the games are Magic and Kaijudo are not the same game, not by any stretch, but there are enough similarities in a lot of the basic
find
mechanics.
Overlaps and why stuff is good.
Yeah, like at the Poughkeepsie KMC, I opted to play Search the Depths over logo scans.
Okay.
Because I thought it was a better card.
Okay. Search is just look at the top four, put one on.
It's
top.
Impulse, yeah, it's Impulse.
Okay.
It's Impulse. Yeah. And I thought that was better because
you get what you want, and you get to get rid of what you don't.
I would rather get the card I want rather than just getting two cards, because a lot of times you play logo scan, you just hit two blanks and you're like, okay, I mean, I have mana for a couple turns and that's cool, but so many games, obviously I scrubbed the event, so it doesn't look good from my perspective to say, hey, Search the Depths was better than logo scan.
So good.
But I felt like it was the right play at that point.
Yeah, and I talked to you about it afterwards, and I'm like, I felt like I would have done better if I did that.
Playing Search the Depths, or
Plus it's a blast, and that goes without saying.
Yeah. Then when Deep Mind Probe came out, I'm like, oh, this is even better than that.
It is. It's better.
Because I explained this before in the stream when Josh was playing with the Haven deck, and it's like you can Deep Mind Probe, and you get a Haven, a Twilight Archon, and then just some piece of crap.
Yeah, that's crazy good.
So you put the Haven in your hand. You can put like the Haven in your hand.
Yeah, it depends on what you're playing against, if you have to protect it or not.
Plus, there's
which is also why it's nice with Deep Mind Probe.
You can also set up Ramnoths too.
Yeah,
you can put Haven in your hand, the Twilight Archon on top, the other card on bottom. Play the Haven same turn, draw that Twilight Archon, and play.
If you do it like during a just the turn you play,
if you have 13 mana and you do that.
And somebody's going to play it with Falburn. Let's be honest. Somebody is going to play it with Falburn and just be like,
whoa, Dragon not surprise me. I actually a few decks topped with Falburn last weekend.
Yeah, and I think that if Falburn ever becomes like a deck or a card, I would like to see that, honestly, because I think it's a really well-designed card. It's not a horrible card, but it's not like mind-numbingly broken either, and that's probably why it gets overlooked a lot. That, and there hasn't really been a lot of good cards to work with it. I think Deep Mind Probe is that card, because you don't want to play Predict.
No.
Nope. But Deep Mind Probe might be something there. I don't know, because you want to play Nixes anyway, so you want to be in blue. If you're playing a lot of dragons, maybe that could be a different type of American dragon.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so Draw for Turn says Gary is the worst, Rob is the best. He also top 8 in the same event.
Yeah, Pete. I didn't hear anybody talking about the fact that Rob topped Virginia. It went under the radar or something. Why? He did. It's like 3rd, 4th top, KMC top. Correct me, Rob. I don't know what we're talking about.
And E-Man says thoughts on Blinder Beetle Prime.
Blinder Beetle Prime is like the stupidest 5-drop. I probably am. Yeah.
Boo's like, Dave Mind Probe.
I'm probably going to have somebody correct me later for overlooking a card or something, but I think Blinder Beetle Prime is probably the best 5-drop Evo in the game. It might be the best Evo in the game. It's definitely up there.
I could see that.
It's definitely up there.
At the moment, yeah.
No,
it's-
Kendricks, come on.
Oh no! Don't talk about
You can
Kendricks.
attack with Cordia and evolve it into Kendricks during the attack. Come on.
That seems.
You can hear the sarcasm.
I'm like.
I was gonna say,
thinking,
please
I'm
tell
like,
me we're
No,
not. this is
I
not JoJo.
love Kendricks as a card. It's just it doesn't
Yeah.
work in anything, unfortunately.
What do you mean say? I like DMind Pro, but I didn't have them during my KMC, so I lose Logos. That is probably the only valid excuse for playing Logo Scan over Mind Probe at this point, in my opinion. Right from the moment it was spoiled, honestly, ever since Evo Fury, since Sir Steps came out, I've questioned Logo Scan as a card. Drawing 2 cards is good, but this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not free. It's 3 mana.
Yeah.
And Deep Mind Probe is 3 mana, but sometimes you just get it off the blast. And like we were talking about, it's Telling Time is an incredible card in Magic. Being able to set up your
games
is very powerful even now. More so now than ever because we have all these cards like Ramnoth and whatnot. Haven, Shenanigans, Screw Haven. Even though it is the only deck I tool.